Hello, everyone, and welcome into your daily card pull for Thursday, September 28th. So we'll be taking a look at what all messages God, Spirit, the Divine has for you for today. So as always, there's a link below in the description box that will take you to the time for each of the zodiac groupings. And we'll go ahead and start with the general energy for the collective. So we'll pull a few cards there and see what all general energies are coming through right now. All right, so we have King of Wands, Nine of Wands in reverse, and Eight of Swords in reverse. I feel like these cards have kind of been coming up a lot lately. So with our King of Wands energy, that's going to be this like loyal leadership type of energy. You're kind of meeting the challenges that are out there. Your Nine of Wands in reverse is there's this sense of exhaustion. So you're meeting these challenges, you're able to kind of keep your head above with the water, but you're starting to get exhausted. You're starting to kind of have this like stubborn stalemate type of energy. Like you're trying to work through things, but it's just that, why is this so stuck? And then we have our Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords in reverse is kind of like this sense of freedom, and like you're wanting to take control of your destiny. So, you're handling things, but like there's this exhaustion of feeling like you're in a stalemate with a certain situation, but it's like, okay, I'm going to take control. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to do what I need to do. So that is the overall energy for the collective right now. We'll go ahead and take a look at what's happening for our individual sign groupings. So let's start with our earth signs, and that's going to be our Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's see what messages are coming through for you for today from the divine. All right. The moon. So the moon, this is about, this card has been coming up an awful lot lately. So there's this sense of, there's lies, there's deceit. Some of it is also your own fears that are coming up, but there's definitely a situation where things are happening under the cover of night, whether you're the one that's initiating that or whether you're the one that's kind of like, oh, wait, somebody's sneaking around behind my back. Somebody's saying something behind my back. Depending on the situation, this card can also be about your own individual fears and insecurities and that sort of thing. But it seems like lately the vibe that I've been getting when I've been doing these reads is it's more about somebody else is lying to you or you're lying to somebody. So it's kind of that manipulative type of energy that's out there surrounding you. So that's something to be aware of. Your moon card, full moon in Aries, which, is there a full moon? It is. A full moon in Aries is on the 29th, so that's tomorrow. A fiery climax approaches. So I guess get ready for some fireworks. It could be a matter of whatever these lies are, whatever this it feels like this manipulation and trickery and illusion, whatever that is going to be reaching a climax here very, very quickly. So be aware of that and kind of plan accordingly, because I would imagine you probably have an inkling as to what this is about, so prepare for it as you will. The next card that came out is blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. So this could be a situation where you're blaming somebody else. This card is actually kind of going with these in terms of this like goldish pattern. And so this sense of like stubbornness and, you've reached a stalemate in terms of blaming blaming the other person, blaming the situation, blaming the circumstances. You're kind of reaching that stalemate type of place. So that's going to be likely factoring in as well. And it seems like the lies are going to be what's driving this sense of like freedom and perspective and taking control. Like, all right, do I really want to be in a situation where there's all these lies in my life? So, all right. Next here, we will take a look. It's call in your spirit team to help you. So if there's really some big fiery thing that's coming to a climax, you're going to need some help to be able to navigate it so that way you can move forward. And the best way to do that is kind of call in your spirit team, whether it's your soul tribe, whether it's calling on your ancestors, your spirit guides, archangels, and pray for the strength to break free from whatever this cycle is. And because that's what you need. It's not the strength to to sit in the suck. It's not that you need strength to sit there. It's that you need strength to leave, to break, whatever these cycles are. So that was for our earth signs. Let's move on to our water signs and see what message is coming through for water signs. The Hierophant. So this is going to be that kind of traditional, structured, teacher, mentor, guru type of energy. So whether it's that you need to seek one out, if you're feeling distressed, maybe you need to seek out a guide, or it could be that somebody is looking at you as being a guide. So that could be there as well. Your moon card that flipped was balance, spirituality, and practicality. So that's full moon in Pisces. But I will also pull a card, since that was a jumper card, show the world the real you. So if you're trying to balance spirituality with that practicality, that's something that maybe a guru or a mentor can help you do if you're finding that you're way far in one area of your life and not enough in the other. It could be that you just need some help to figure out, how do I balance that? And how do you do that in a way where you're showing the world the real you? Both of your cards were full moon cards. So the full moon is kind of like that end of a cycle usually. So like with this balance, spirituality, and practicality, you're ending the cycle of being lopsided one way or the other. And with the show the world the real you, you're ending the cycle of having that facade and that mask that you're wearing with the rest of the world. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So looking at forgiving somebody who you feel like maybe wronged you, but it's also about forgiving yourself. So that's a really big thing, is not to sit here and beat yourself up about things. Relief shall come quickly. So that was your jumper card. I'll pick another one as well. The other one is try a new hobby. So with this forgiveness, this is show the world the real you. So forgive whatever has happened in the past, and by doing that, show the world the real you, that loving you, that compassionate you. Balancing spirituality and practicality, like your relief will come quickly. So, we have the colors there. And even with this one, the try a new hobby, sometimes that will help you find that balance, is just getting involved in something new. And seeing how that goes. You'll meet new people. You'll be in different energetic spaces as you try something new. So that is for our water signs. Now let's move on to our air signs and see what message is coming through for our air signs. All right, here we go. The sun. All right, so this means that there's blessings coming in. It's that joy, that not optimism, because you're not hoping for something. This is actually the materialization of something good. So that's what we have coming in on Thursday. So that's exciting. And let's take a look at our moon card. Is step out of your comfort zone, North Node. So North Node is all about what is your kind of destiny and your fate. And a lot of it is, you have to step out of your comfort zone usually, because that's what's going to push you to grow, and that's what's going to push you to ascend. Some of it with this, Eight of Swords in reverse, this idea of, freedom and taking control, that's going to bring in those blessings. That's going to, if you're able to step out of your comfort zone and kind of take control of the situation, you will get your blessings. You'll be getting what it is that you wanted, what you have been looking for, what you've been working on manifesting maybe. All right, let's take a look at our soul journey card, freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. And that is really going, with this North Node, like stepping out of your comfort zone. So sometimes it might feel a little scary as you're doing it, like, oh, should I really do this? But you know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So if you want something different, you have to choose something different. So, alrighty, let's take a look at our spray art. Sit in the stillness and a new path will emerge. So this is that whole thing of, sometimes you need to not take action. And even with the purple, the kind of purple is underlying here as the other color that's in there with that orange. So step out of your comfort zone. Maybe you're the one that's usually acting. And it's a time for you to just sit in the stillness and let things kind of develop the way that they need to develop to get you to your blessings, to get you where you need to be. All right, next up we have our fire signs. That's going to be our Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's see what messages are coming through for you. All right, death. So the death card, that is the ending. It's about like rebirth and transformation, but it's a definitive ending to something. And, depending on how this is resonating with you, you probably have something that needs to be coming to an end, whatever that is, whatever that looks like. So some of it is with this 9 of Wands in reverse, this exhaustion, like the exhaustion needs to end. So you have a lot of these, color matchups, like the exhaustion needs to end. And this whole thing of stepping out and taking control, like you need to end what's keeping you from doing that. So you need to be in that energy of, yes, I'm taking control of my life, of my path. What direction do I want to go? So something for you is coming to an end. All right. And then we have be bold and make the first move. So this is really that sense of you do need to make the first move. So don't sit back and wait for somebody else to do it. Don't sit back and wait for the universe to change this scenario. So I know I've used this example before, but if you want a change in your life, you can't just be sitting there going, oh, well, I hope the universe changes things. It's not like the hand of the Almighty God comes down from over here and boom, puts you over there. That generally does not really happen. So if you're waiting for that sort of a sign, it's not coming like that. It's coming in the form of opportunities, and it's giving you an opportunity to change, an opportunity to grow. And so you need to be bold, and do that. Your jumper card was empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. And then the card that I pulled is guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. And that one, look at those colors there. So that one, the death of guilt. So if somebody, say you're in a situation where you feel like you're being manipulated by guilt and somebody's trying to guilt you into doing something, this spread, this reading is calling for the death of that. It's calling for the end of that. Like, you don't need to keep holding on to these beliefs that somebody else is feeding you. Like, if it's not assisting in your soul's growth, you don't need to continue to do it. So that's what that message is about. And let's take a look at this one. Your hard work will pay off. So this, this kind of goes with that one, the empathy one. Seeing things from different people's perspectives and seeing both sides of the situation, it will help to be able to give you context to how to move forward. But part of it with this hard work, you need to keep pushing forward on it, because if you do all this work and then you get to the very end, it's like, no, okay, never mind. It just makes it that much harder every time you keep doing it, because if you keep going through certain motions, your body and your mind and your soul are imprinting on those patterns. And so those patterns, the more you keep doing them, the more it becomes ingrained in your mind, in your body, that this is the way things go. And so that's one of the dangers, like when you keep repeating certain messages in your head over and over and over again, like, you know, if the message is, oh, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, I'm not rich enough, I'm not skinny enough, I'm not pretty enough, you know, whatever the case may be, as you keep repeating those messages over and over, it keeps ingraining it deeper and deeper and deeper into your psyche. And so that's kind of that whole thing of you've got to stop that sort of thinking, that sort of behavior, because otherwise, you know, you're never going to be able to make any changes because you've told yourself over and over again that that's the situation that you deserve to be in. So, you know, the death to that sort of thinking and stepping into what is it that you want? What is it that you need to be able to feel fulfilled? So I hope today's message has been helpful. And as always, take only what resonates and leave the rest behind. So tomorrow, the videos are going to be posting the individual zodiac sign reads for the first half of October. So make sure to check those out. And there's going to be some other new videos posting over the next week as well. So make sure to hit that subscribe and notification bell if you want to be alerted as to when those new videos come out. Otherwise, I wish you peace and joy along your journey. Until next time, bye-bye.